This coin is the only one named for its metal content.
It costs 13.78 cents to make one.
And the most valuable one is worth over $3 million.
What is it? Find out next on Sarah's Wiki Corner podcast.
Hollywood sign.
My Little Pony.
Traffic lights.
Sarah's Wiki Corner.
Wiki Corner.
It is time for Sarah's Wiki Corner. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello. What are we learning about today in your Wiki Corner?
Well, it was on this day, back in 1866, that the United States Congress established the nickel.
Oh, the nickel.
The nickel.
Okay.
As in 5 cents.
Yes, in 5 cents. Yeah,
right.
You're right.
The U.S. first minted a silver 5-cent coin in 1792. Congress called it a half dime. That's what it is, I guess.
It is true, right.
And it was one of the first coins to be produced by the newly created U.S. Mint. According to the U.S. Mint, the metal for the initial batch may have come from silverware owned by George and Martha Washington.
You're kidding me. They melted down their knives and forks and made some currency.
To make some half dimes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Some half dimes. I'm going to start calling them half dimes.
I mean, it's
I don't talk
right?
about nickels much, but when I do, it's going to be half dimes from here on out.
But then the Civil War happened.
Oh.
And that caused some economic hardship, driving gold and silver from circulation because so many Americans were hoarding silver coins during the Civil War.
Yeah.
The Treasury had to come up with an alternative way to keep money in circulation. So in place of low-value coins, the government at first issued paper currency in the denomination of 3, 5, 10, 15, 25, and 50 cents.
Wow.
So a paper 3 cents. But paper.
But back then, 3 cents was worth, I don't know, like 25 cents.
That's true. I mean, you're right.
I'm not sure what the inflation rate was back then.
There was an issue with the 5-cent note, however.
Yeah.
It was supposed to bear a depiction of Clark, but Congress...
As in Lois and Clark?
Yes, William Clark of Lewis and Clark.
Lois and Clark was the Superman show.
Yeah.
It wasn't Lois and Clark. Wasn't that that was the Superman TV show?
Yes.
Yeah, Lewis and Clark were the Explorers.
The Explorers, right. So it's supposed to be...
So different.
William Clark was the guy that was supposed to be on it.
Right.
But who was actually on it was Spencer M. Clark, who happened to be the head of the Currency Bureau.
Oh.
So he just put himself on the 5-cent
Sneaky
note.
fella.
Yeah, so Congress's immediate infuriated response was to pass a law retiring the 5-cent denomination, so they just got rid of it completely. And another to forbid portrayal of any living person on federal coins or currency.
That's a good idea.
Yes, because...
They don't do that over in England. The Queen, well, no, she's not alive, but the Queen was on all the currency.
Right. Now they're...
But not here.
Right, not here. So the 5-cent note was accompanied by a couple of new coins, 2 and 3 cent pieces. The 3 cent pieces were 75% copper and 25% nickel, which excited industrialists who controlled nickel production.
Sure.
Yes. So through good old-fashioned lobbying, Big Nickel managed to secure the 75% nickel, 25% copper, no, other way, 25% nickel, 75% copper formula for a 5-cent piece. And the first true nickel appeared in 1866 and bore a shield design based on the previous 2-cent piece.
The nickel.
Big nickel.
The nickel lobby.
The nickel lobby. For real.
Well, they will lobby for anything in Washington, won't they?
I don't know. Do you think there's still a nickel lobby?
Somewhere.
So Big Nickel
if there's money to
still
be made,
exists
there's
somewhere?
somebody doing it.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
So coin-operated machines to vend food for amusement and for gambling became popular in the 1890s. Beginning in about 1898, coin-operated mechanical pianos also became popular.
Perfect.
While some machines took cents or other denominations, the nickel was the coin of choice for these machines.
Sure. Because you want more than a penny.
Among the innovations in business caused by the use of the nickel in coin-operated machines was the automat. You know what the automat was?
No.
So that is where patrons would serve themselves by inserting a coin, a nickel, into a mechanism, turning a handle, and then removing a sandwich or dessert.
Oh, what year was this? What year are we in for this?
Late 1800s, I would say. Early 1900s.
Really?
maybe.
They have vending machines back then?
Sort of, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Also, a Coke cost a nickel for generations. The price of a 6.5-ounce bottle of Coca-Cola was fixed at 5 cents from 1885 until well into the 1950s.
I like that philosophy.
Yes. And also early jukeboxes cost just a nickel to operate. So they were very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play your tunes.
A type of business which took its name from the coin was the Nickelodeon cinema. where a nickel bought admission to view a series of one-reel short films, generally about 12 minutes in length, which ran continuously from early afternoon until late at night, and you could just stay there as long as you wanted, I guess.
I never thought about that. That's where Nickelodeon came
That's
from.
where Nickelodeon came from.
Interesting.
Nickels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half
So the nickel is the only U.S. coin that is called by its metal content. Did you ever think about that?
No.
Well, now you are.
I got a pocket full of coppers.
That's right. Because nickels are 75% copper and 25% nickel, the nickel is the only coin likely to be worth more than face value,
Ooh.
depending on commodity prices.
Okay.
But don't start getting any ideas because melting them down has been illegal since 2006.
Really?
So don't start melting down your nickels.
How many people do you think are locked up in the Monroe County Jail for melting down
I don't
currency?
know. I don't know.
Not many, I wouldn't think.
Hopefully not. Yeah. It currently costs about 13.78 cents to make one nickel.
What is it with this? Because the
I
penny
know.
was like 3 cents to make
Right,
a penny.
right.
And now this
Nickel
is what,
almost
13?
almost 14 cents
My
to make a
gosh.
nickel, which is obviously significantly more than its
I'll
face
be honest with
value.
you. I'm thinking about doing the melting down thing and taking my chances. If they're worth 15 cents, 3 times what?
Yep.
I mean-
well, because of this, various public figures have proposed eliminating the nickel along with the penny. And apparently hoarding nickels is popular among survivalists who believe that if civilization collapses and paper money becomes worthless, the nickel will at least retain the value of its metals.
There you go.
So if you're a prepper, if you want to get into prepping, I guess.
It's a good
start
idea.
hoarding your nickels.
It's a great idea. We should
Yeah.
all do it.
Now, the most valuable nickel is the 1913 Liberty Head nickel with an appraised value of over $3 million.
Don't melt that one down.
Only
Keep that one.
5 of these coins are known to exist. 2 are in private collections and 3 are in museums.
Yeah.
And they were likely produced illegally during the transition from the Liberty Head nickel to the Buffalo Head nickel.
Interesting.
So,
Wow.
But you're not going to just stumble upon those in circulation.
Wouldn't it be
But
funny if you're like, there's 4, and then there's 1 just in circulation. Everybody
somewhere.
checking their pockets.
I know, right?
You picked out a record to go along with the nickel, did you, Sarah?
Yeah, so because early jukeboxes cost a nickel,
Yeah.
we're going to play Jukebox Hero by Foreigner.
You got it. Sarah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Standing in the rain.
And this song won't even cost you a nickel. We're playing it for free.
That's
for
right.
you. Costs us more than a nickel, I'll tell you that, to play it. Whew. Anyway, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that there's no metal that is so cheap that it is cheaper than what the currency
What
amount
it
would
costs.
be.
Yeah.
Because it's all inflated past the value,
Right.
which is, you know.
So Mike said, did you know that the band Nickelback got its name from going to a restaurant and asking for a nickel back as change?
Is that true, Mike? Is that
Well,
true?
I mean, Nickelback is one of those bands that everybody hates, but
They
like nobody
do.
really knows why.
That and Hootie and the Blowfish, I heard. A lot of people don't like Hootie and the Blowfish,
Really?
which I love.
What's wrong with Hootie?
Hootie and the Blowfish.
What's wrong with Hootie?
I don't know. The people there's a group of people who don't like them. Google it.
I
They
believe
probably
you.
have a name. I don't know for the group.
Hootie haters.
It's probably not that. It could be that. That's actually not bad.
Thank you.
Hootie haters.
The Hootie haters club.
So what do you do with your change?
What do I do with my change?
you have it in your little
I
your old lady purse, don't you? You do.
Yeah, well, you know what? Actually, I have a lot of change in my car. I have it in my in
Yeah.
my car.
You
You don't have any, do you? You don't walk around with it.
no, I don't know. I have
Wait, you know what? You know what?
what?
When did that come in handy just recently? When did you thank me for having change recently?
We were downtown and we had to park where there were parking meters.
Yeah.
And you had to put, even though I think you could use Apple Pay, you dug into your lady purse and pulled out coins. And we didn't have enough for the entire time.
No.
We put about
I had a lot of
23
pennies.
minutes on there.
I had a lot of pennies that day.
And I think a
so-
penny gets you like 3 minutes of parking.
Yeah.
So
It was-
so we spent about 10 minutes putting coins in
Yeah.
for about 22 minutes of parking, which was fine.
It's fine.
There were no tickets issued.
No.
Story had a happy ending.
Right.
But I have in my cloffice at home, which is my closet office,
Mm-hmm.
I have on my
Little
shelves.
portmanteau.
Yeah. On my shelves, I have a big coffee cup.
Yeah.
And that's where I put all my change.
Oh.
Heavy.
You should take it to the, what is it, Coinstar?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you know what I did the other weekend?
What?
I had so many cans and bottles to return.
Oh, yeah.
And I put them in the back of the car. And I was going to go to Wegmans like I do, reach into this nasty, sticky
that.
bag, pull out. I can't tell you how many cans and bottles I would have been
And you'll
pulling
get
out.
like $6.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I did was, there's a place over here on Bay Road. I wish I knew the name of the place.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
to
I've
give them
been
a
there.
plug. You've been there?
Yeah, also.
Why, thank you. My friend's son works there.
Oh.
And he was telling me about it, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. But I
Yeah.
never went there. I figured there was a catch. No
Well,
catch.
They don't take a percentage?
Well, I don't know because they took all the bags out of the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And then they come out and the guy gives me like $23 and something cents. So I don't know what percentage they're taking because I don't know how many cans I had. I also don't know what they did when they went into the shed for about 8 minutes. They were
They
gone.
counted all your cans and bottles.
I didn't hear any clanging or banging.
They're
You
quiet.
well, they are professionals.
One.
But it was awesome. Like
Two.
the guy goes, I didn't know the procedure first of all.
Yeah, I didn't know either. When
So I pulled up and the
I
guy
only
goes,
did it
park
once.
over there. So I parked, took my bags. Then he goes, wait here. And I waited and I was like, I heard him right? Because it's like 5 minutes have passed. I don't know how long I'm supposed to be waiting. The guy comes out, hands me a wad of cash. And that's it. Then I go. My hands aren't sticky.
You're
I
not
don't need
standing in there for 20
No.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hang on. Here we go. Legends 1027, the biggest hits in the history of the world. Foreigners, Jukebox Hero. Sarah, do remind us, why did we just play that records?
Well, because we were talking about nickels
Yeah.
and jukeboxes. Early jukeboxes used to cost a nickel.
Sure did. Let's recap 3 things we must take away from today's Wiki Corner. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
All right, nickels are the only coin called by its metal content.
It costs 13.78 cents to make a nickel.
And they're the only coins likely to be worth more than face value, depending on commodity prices. But don't melt them down, because that's illegal.
It's illegal. They'll come lock you up,
Yeah.
haul you out. You'll be done.
What do you do with it once it's melted down?
You take it to a guy. You
To a
take it-
guy.
A guy. I got a block of nickel here. I'd like to sell it. And he would immediately go, did you melt down coins?
No.
No.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
And we should say that if you have coins that you're interested in learning the value of or the history of, or if you're a coin collector,
Yeah.
Brighton Token and Coin is the place to go.
Oh, they're
for
great.
All of that, yeah.
Right over there by 12 Corners, right?
Yes, in Brighton, yep.
Great people. Good people. Folks want to learn more about nickels, Sarah, they could go to Brighton Token and Coin, but what
They
else could
could.
they do?
You can go to my Wiki blog. If you go to legends1027.com on the homepage, there's a link that takes you to my blog where I post everything I talk about every day.
Plus, we do this live every day on Facebook at 410. You can watch it there, and then you can catch the archives up at YouTube. Go to YouTube, search out Sarah's Wiki Corner for the channel. You'll find all the archives up there. Be sure to like and subscribe when you do, so you know when we post new material. And that's it. Rounds out one heck of a week on the Wiki Corner.
That's right.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Have a glorious weekend back
You
on
too.
Monday.
Absolutely.
Traffic and weather and the weekend countdown continues on Legends 1027, the biggest hits in the history of the world.